today, even for those of us who favor a rethinking of NATO expansion, it's a pretty tough moment to have that conversation because of Putin's behavior and his reputation in the West. I've done some writing just in the last couple of weeks advocating for this kind of rethink, and there are very few things that I've written in the last few years that have gotten more in the way of vituperative, harsh criticism, because you're seen as somehow taking the side of this Russian bully, and he is a Russian bully. And I don't think his designs towards Ukraine are particularly noble, or that they're couched in just some desire to rethink European security structures that in a way that would benefit all. He wants a sphere of influence. He wants to dominate his neighbors, and he resents that some of those neighbors are already inside the very alliance that was set up to deal with Soviet aggression during the Cold War. And so in that sense, Putin's got a chip on his shoulder. He's out for a certain kind of revenge. He does want to weaken or dismantle NATO. He does want, I don't think he wants peace in Europe. I think he wants a zone near him that is dominated by Russia. And if that can produce peace, so be it. But it's got to be at the price of those countries being subservient at some level. So that's not a very good vision, and we shouldn't concede it. But that's separate from saying that we should therefore want to bring Ukraine and Georgia into NATO, knowing full well what reaction that's going to produce.
We shouldn't get fixated with Putin. That Putin, after all, yes, he's a powerful figure. Yes, he's been running Russia for quite some time. But, there are, national concerns. And, we should think about it. If he starts acting like, let me call it, weak, if he starts giving in, there are a lot of powerful people, military and others, they will probably do all they could to replace him. So, in other words, don't think that Russia is just willing to jump and get, embraced by the United States and get their politics, economics, and everything changed. This is a country with history, with sovereignty, with pride, and there are people with military, whatever. They also pushing the thing. So they want certain guarantees. They don't want NATO to expand, and I think the United States have to consider their concerns. And another issue is, do we really want, to push Russia in the wrong direction? Do we really want to, by this aggressive behavior as the United States keeps on pushing? Do they want Russia to be, the friend of some kind of unsavory regime, rather than kind of welcoming it by showing understanding, appreciation, and serious concern for global security? There's also, I think, the issue of China, which, for some reason, rather than sort of kind of thinking about this global, indeed, architecture, United States continue with this Cold War mentality, just Russia is the big villain, Putin is the big villain. I don't think it is productive. And, even if Putin is replaced, I have a feeling there will be somebody who might be, even tougher. So, that's the reality, and Russian concern should be listened to.